All right, coaches, this is Coach T with Single Wing Domination Football. In today's video, guys, we're gonna cover day 2 of our 3-day installation of the Single Wing Domination offense. Guys, as always, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're a single wing coach, single wing enthusiast, or just a coach looking to install some aspects of the single wing into your offensive scheme, be sure to subscribe and hit that like button. Thank you guys again for all the feedback and comments you've given. It gives me a great idea and direction that I need to go in as far as what type of content you want to see with this offense, okay? All right, guys, in the last video, we covered day 1 of a single wing installation. So I'm not gonna spend a lot of time going back over some of the things that I talked about initially. That video was a little bit longer because I wanted to get a lot of the information in beforehand that I wouldn't have to describe again with day 2 and day 3, okay? So just very briefly, if you want more information about some of the things I have on here, such as why we do our special teams during 7th period, why we work out after practice, be sure to check out the day 1 installation, okay? I actually recommend that when you come in into this 3-day installation, you definitely start with day 1, okay? As I've said, in the day 1 installation, guys, we do everything off of series. And for the purpose of the 3-day installation that I'm covering in this video series, we're gonna use our number 1 series, which is our Smash series, the one I've had the most success with, okay? I have 6 series total that are in the Single Wing Domination offense. I'm gonna have ebooks available for purchase. For each one of these, it's gonna describe this exact same type of installation process, practice plans, how we prep stuff, a lot more than I can put in and squeeze into a 10-minute video on YouTube, okay? All right, so, but for the sake of this video, we're gonna use the Smash series as our template. This is day 2 installation. In review, day 1, we put in the smash, the sweep, and the waggle, okay? Now, day 2, we're gonna now install the counter and our 4 verts. In review of what we covered in the first video, here are some non-negotiables that you always wanna put in the Single Wing Domination offense. No matter what series you put in, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, there are 5 sets of non-negotiables. Each series has these things in it, okay? So the first thing, you wanna have your base run, at least 2 run protectors, 1 play action pass, 1 shot play, and 1 screen, okay? These are base, these are things you have to have in order to install this offense in 3 days. So in order to run this offense, these are the non-negotiables that I have that have given me great success with this style of offense, okay? So without further ado, we're gonna cover day 2 installation with our counter and our 4 verts, okay? All right, the way we install day 2, unlike spread offenses that they're throwing in something new each day and moving on from the next thing or the previous thing. I've seen that a lot of times when I worked in the air raid offense. We're a little different because we don't have a plethora of different things. We don't have quicks, we don't have intermediates, we don't have, because it's basically run, in most spread offenses, everything is more primarily pass. This is primarily run. So we're more condensed with what we put in. It's very similar to Wing T series installation, okay? All right, so what we do reviews. Each day is a review of the day before with an addition of something new, okay? So in day 1, we covered smash, we installed smash, sweep, and waggle. Now, day 2, we're gonna put in our counter and our 4 verts, which we refer to as Viper, okay? All right, so we work a 2-hour period practice, which is 24 periods. All our periods are 5 minutes in total, okay? And we work our warm-ups and our stretches and stuff during our 7th period, all right? And again, if you want a deeper explanation as to why we do it that way, to make sure you check out the day 1 installation, all right? So we start off, we have 30 minutes of individual. Guys, I'm a big proponent of individual drills. We use this period, right? We use these 6 periods here, this 30-minute session, to focus. I tell our coaches, guys, we're not going 100 miles an hour during that 30 minutes. This is teaching. You know, this is the time where you get to stop, you get to talk to your kids, fix things, and most importantly, we have no footballs during this period. No footballs are used during this period, guys. I want our guys to focus on their timing, their execution, their footwork, and everything else that goes into individual drills without worrying about whether they were successful or not because a football hit the ground, okay? This has helped us tremendously. It has helped our guys with focusing on execution, on their timing, on their footwork, on their mindset, and their IQ as it relates to being able to put this stuff out in the field on Friday nights and make it work in the way we need it to work to be successful on the field. Okay, so we use no football during this period of time, all right? So our first 2 periods, for 10 minutes, we're gonna work on smash, we're gonna work on sweep, and then because we're installing counter today, we're gonna give a little more time to that. These first 2 periods of individual with smash and sweep is more or less a review and an addition to what we did yesterday, the day before. So they should be trying to get better at what they did on day 1. Today is new, so we're gonna give a little more time to the new installation, which is the counter, which is also, again, the second protector to smash in our run scheme. All right, we're gonna give 10 minutes to our passes, individual, we're gonna work waggle, and now we're gonna work our viper, which is our 4 verts, all right? And again, no footballs to use. Our quarterbacks, which are our H's, are dropping back, they're working the steps, working the timing. Receivers, we use, as I said in the first video, a technique, a drill I learned at a Manning camp many years ago, where when the receivers reach their landmarks, they clap, throw their hands up, simulating the ball coming to them, as focusing on their hand placement and getting in and out the top of their routes and so forth, all right? So we use that time for that, no footballs whatsoever. Now we go to group, and now we're gonna bring the footballs out. All right, our first 15 minutes of group, we're gonna work smash and sweep, which again is a review of what we did the day before, all right? And then we're gonna give 15 minutes to our new install, which is counter. We're gonna put counter in, it's new, it needs more time. So we're gonna put that in for 15 minutes and spend a good amount of time on that. Next, we're gonna switch over for 15 minutes to our passing sessions. All right, we're gonna work waggle and we're gonna work viper. Now we're gonna kind of mix it up. We may give about 5 minutes to waggle and 10 minutes to viper, because viper is new, even though it's just a shot play designed to back the defense up. If we catch it, fine. Now they gotta respect it, really respect it. But if we can back them up and clear up those 10-man boxes that we see a lot of, it's worked itself out to our benefit, okay? All right, so we're gonna give about 10 minutes to viper, about 5 minutes to waggle. Next period, 16 through 19, that 20-minute period. We're gonna work 10 minutes of half line. First 5 minutes are gonna be smash and sweep. Again, a review of what we did in day 1. Period 17 is gonna be our counter. We wanna work half line with that. As I said in my day 1 install, we work half line whether we have to or not. Because if there's ever a day where we're missing players for some reason, coaches, you guys know, something will happen sometimes where you may not have those 50 players out there. You know, you may be stuck with a day, especially with what recently happened with COVID, where you may be at practice and have, like I did last year, 23 kids out there. You got to make it happen. You can't line up in team. So half line serves that purpose, but it also helps to focus a lot better, I found out. So we never got rid of it. We keep it, okay? All right, so we're going to work smash, sweep for the first 5 minutes of half line. We're gonna get 5 minutes to counter, okay? Next 2 periods, we're gonna work our play action pass and our Viper. Play action pass is our waggle. Viper is our 4 verts. And the way we handle that, as I said in the first video, our play action pass is very similar. We have, it's very similar to 7-on-7, but we do it a little differently. We have no linemen out there. And during our play action pass session, we force our defense to flow. And we make them flow either secondary flow, second level flow, with just the linebackers. And then we do flow with just the secondary. And then we put it all together. We get full flow. So our quarterbacks, when they roll out on waggle, they can see those wide open receivers. And guys, there are some times we'll go with this and we won't even put in a football, okay? Well, if we think that our guys are not focusing on their timing just right, or not getting their footwork right, and they're worried about a good ball being thrown, we'll take footballs out. And then when they get that done, then we bring the footballs out. Because from what I've seen, if they can't do it correctly, a good pass is not going to happen anyway if their timing and stuff is not there. So we really focus a lot on timing, all right? Vipers are 4 verts, so we simulate the same thing. What we do, we get our defense flowing in one direction and try to throw over the top, so our quarterbacks, or our H's rather, can see which receiver's open over the top, all right? Lastly, we work situational. We keep that in. First 10 minutes, we do 20 coming out. Ball's being kicked into the end zone. We're starting out off of a touchback, ball at the 20, and we have a script for 20 coming out for 10 minutes. So now we're gonna call any of these plays. First play may be Viper. Second play may be sweep. Next play may be smash. All right, and our goal is to get to the 50-yard line. We don't worry about trying to score. We just want to get to the 50 in 5 plays or less, or I say in 5 plays, okay? If we can get to the 50, and this is team session with a live defense, if we can get to the 50 in 5 plays, we feel like we're successful. We have an ultimate goal. We're not 3 yards in a cloud of dust, as I've said before. We're 5 yards. It's non-negotiable. We tell our kids, you got to get me 5 yards. We don't ever want to see a 3rd down, okay? Does it happen? No. But it gives them a goal to reach. All right, that's why we want them to be there in 5 plays or less, okay? All right. Next we want our kids to see some success. We want to see all that work they did, and they want to see positive results out of all the work they put in during practice. So now we move the ball to the 20 and we go 20 going in. They got to get in the end zone. Sometimes we vary it. We go 5 plays, 4 plays, or 3 plays. But a lot of times I'll put some pressure on them and say, hey, let's try to get in there in 3 plays, okay? But more times it's like 4 plays. Lastly, the last thing we do, we put in rapid fire. So rapid fire now, we line them up out in the field. We make them run from the sidelines, run out to the field. We say, okay, get to the 30, right hash on the 30. Line up an 8 formation. They get out there. Another coach yells and goes, okay, right guard, waggle, what's your assignment? He has to spit it out right then. He's tired. He has to think while he's tired. Okay, and we hit each position. We get together, the staff. We decide which positions we want to focus on, and we base it off of things we've seen in practice in this installation they were struggling with. Okay, because we want to make sure that on Friday night, when situations change at a moment's notice, they can handle it, think through it quickly, and execute. Okay, it's been a very good 5-minute period for us, guys. Very good 5-minute period for us. All right. I want to thank you guys again for tuning in to this video. Guys, this is day 2 installation of a single wing domination offense with our Smash series. In our last video, we're going to cover day 3, where we put it all together. Everything comes together, and the entire series should be put in. I want to thank you again for subscribing, watching the video. Guys, if you're a coach that's looking to incorporate this style of offense into your scheme, and all my single wing coaches out there, guys, once again, at the risk of sounding repetitive, please hit that subscribe button. It gives me a good idea of what type of content to put out, especially with the comments and the feedback I've been given. So once again, this is Coach T with Single Wing Domination Football, day 2 installation. Thank you.